All right, YouTube. So what's up? It is your boy KSP Motivation. We're back. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we're gonna be answering a question I recently got from saw in the comments, and I just thought it'd be better to just make a quick little video about it rather than type a long paragraph, because I could be a lot more thorough. So the question was, thank you for the quick info. Quick question: if Amazon is the only lister FB and I'm selling a product few dollars cheaper, can I win the buy box? That's a good question. So my answer for this one would pretty much be it's a maybe. Honestly, I don't think. Okay, the thing with this question is the fact that I did a video, I think sometime around last year, pretty much addressing red flags for certain products that you find for keepers that you're looking at, right? And one of the red flags that we mentioned was we don't really want to aim for listings where there's only one seller. And in this case, if Amazon is the only seller, that would hit the red flag, because chances are, there's no proof. You want to go for listings that have proof that third party sellers are not a problem, right? Because there are certain listings, especially private label listings, we want to avoid those, because you could get in a lot of trouble where you might jump on a listing and then the brand owner dislikes people jumping on their listing, and they could report you and get you into some account issues with Amazon. So that would be one red flag. We don't really want to be on listings where it's just only one seller. Secondly, Amazon is the seller on that listing, right? It creates another barrier in which competing with Amazon on a listing is not always the best thing. Now I'm not gonna say it's always a bad thing, because there are certain times you can win the buy box from Amazon, which I'm going to pretty much show you guys in this video. So, yeah, Amazon being the only seller on the listing, honestly, I would stay away, me personally, from that listing. You can, try and go ahead and buy 2-3 units and see, but chances are, even if you come a little bit, I think you'd have to be significantly lower to even get the buy box from Amazon, and that doesn't even guarantee you win the buy box, right? So personally, for me, that would be like I wouldn't really go for that listing, to be honest with you. Now, going back to the whole situation when Amazon is a seller on the listing, you can still sell on those listings, but you just have to know how to check if you can win the buy box from Amazon. And basically, to do that, we're going to go to our computer. I'm going to show you right now. So, okay, I already did a little research before the video and found 3 listings where, we're going to compare, and Amazon is on these listings, right? So first and foremost, we got this one right here. First, you're going to need Keepa, 100% Keepa. The extension needs to be installed on your browser for you to get this graph on every Amazon listing that you look at. And what I did, I kind of simplified it. I removed a bunch of, unnecessary marks on there. So we're really just looking at here for this example. I'm going to remove FBM third party, and you could do this just to make it a lot simpler. So all we're really looking at is the offer count down here, the BSR, the green, letting is this currently selling quicker or less? Like is it better moving right now? Like, is it the lower the BSR, the better the product is selling, the higher it is, the less it is selling. So that's what the green BSR is telling us, bestseller rank. And then we have up here the pink is letting you know if this listing has a buy box and for how long. And basically the buy box is this little right here, this is the buy box. And generally for you to make a sell, the best listings with that sell the best tend to have the buy box. When the listing becomes suppressed, Amazon may do this from time to time if it believes the price that's on the listing is not the best price, like it's a little bit overpriced, or I don't know exactly a whole bunch the exact reason why, but there's times Amazon will suppress the buy box and you won't see it, and then you're gonna have to whoever is buying is gonna have to go into and look at the available sellers on the listing. So in this case, this does have a buy box. You can see the pink line, and then the other thing is Amazon, right? We have this, you can see the whole yellow. Amazon has been on this listing for the past 3 months. As you can see, we have selected the time frame down there, right? So now, is this a good product to jump on if you were to find it at a profitable price? Let's check. So what we want to do is go to the data tab up here in the Keepa chart, right? And what we're gonna go for is the buy box statistics, right? Once we're here, we could see the buy box statistics, basically letting us, giving us stats on who has been occupying the buy box within X amount of time frame, right? You have the range days up here, right? And you could choose. So right now we've got it selected for 30 days. Within the past 30 days, who has been winning the buy box. You can see here Amazon has won the buy box 100% of the time. So right there, let's see even how much sellers is on here. So typically to check that, I like to use a seller amp, right? You could also, if you don't have seller amp, you could just literally go and check, where is it? I think it's somewhere down here. Okay, other sellers. You can see there's 7 other sellers from 42 and more, new and used, right? So here will tell you, seller amp gives you a quicker view of it, but here used, acceptable, there's a way to filter. We want to filter, we only want to see new. Now it tells us we have how much is this? 1, 2, 3 people selling it brand new. And let's see what it says here. Okay, here, right, you can see it here as well. 3 people selling it brand new, and Amazon is one of those 3 people. So that's basically telling us. So personally, I would not get on this listing, but before we say that, let's go ahead and extend it, because this will give you a better view overall, right? Maybe it's just most of the sellers have sold out and they have not restocked. So it's like out of the past 3 months, it's only been 3, and Amazon's been the best price, right? So we can also extend it. Right now I have selected 90 days. So within the past 3 months, wait, I think the first option was 30 days. If I've been saying the past 3 months, the past 30 days, Amazon has dominated. The past 3 months, you can see here, overall, Amazon has won it 80% of the time. Then you have another person who's won it wholesale access. This guy's kept it for the past 90 days, won the buy box 11% of the time, and then the rest of the time is spread. And then if we go back to 180, 6 months, you could see around 88, so close to 90% for the past year. Amazon has owned the buy box, has dominated the buy box 90% of the time. Would I jump on this listing and try to compete with Amazon? There's a high no. I'm not even gonna I don't want to compete with a 90% chance that Amazon is going to keep the buy box and I won't make a sale. No, I don't want it. Let's look at another listing. So now we have the basics understood. We have another product here, right? So for this one, let's go ahead and go down to the Keepa, go to, again, data, right? And over here we can see, let's do a quick little zoom if it's not already selected. Come on, what's wrong with my mouse? Embarrassing. Okay, cool. So here, look, 90, past 90, so past 30 days, 56%. No, Amazon has won it 23% of the time. Well, let's before we even move on, is the buy box okay? The buy box has been available, right? You can see here. Let's remove Amazon, and we can see the pink line has been on the listing, so the buy box has not been suppressed. The buy box has been available for the past year, right? Which is good, right? Because, you know, personally, I feel like I get better sell through with listings that has the buy box as opposed to suppressed listings. Listings that have the buy box suppressed, my sales tend to be a lot slower. So let's go back to data. We can see that buy box has been available for the past year. And looking at the data here, buy box statistics, Amazon. Let's go back one more time. Let's re-highlight how long has it. Okay, so the whole past year Amazon has been on this, right? So out of this whole time that Amazon has been on the listing for the past year, okay, so the past 30 days, you can see they've won the buy box 23%. This other person has won it 56% of the time, and you know, this other person has won it 20% of the time. We could go ahead and let's see how much sellers are on here. Right now, new and used 12. Let's just filter to only new sellers. All right, so filter new sellers and 6 options, right? We have 6 options from, you know, so 6 people are on here currently. So now we could have a pretty much a general idea. No, don't go back. Okay, good. Stay on the page. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go again. So 90 days, let's check. We can see Amazon 66% of the time in the past 90 days. And if we do for the past year, well, this past 6 months and in the past year. So within the past year, Amazon has pretty much won the buy box 80% of the time. So this one is kind of right. We could obviously would see that within the past 30 days, Amazon has dominated the buy box. Amazon's domination of the buy box has decreased, but within the past year, Amazon generally dominated the buy box almost around 85% of the time. This one is a little tricky. This one, I don't know. I probably 85% chance that Amazon will keep this buy box. I don't think I would want to go for this one, to be honest. I probably would stay away, right? I mean, this, I would do it if the buy box, I mean, if the product is, you know, a good FBM product. Like if it will sell good, I would not try to send this FBA. I would like to get this, keep it FBM, sell through it as fast as I can, just in case Amazon pushes up its dominance on the buy box again. I don't really have to worry about not being able to win a buy box. Or alternatively, if you're going to do FBM, try to get this product hopefully this product could sell on other marketplaces like Walmart, right? If you could sell it on Walmart marketplace and Amazon, even great, good, awesome. But I would most likely FBM this specific product, right? Especially seeing here, like, look at the FBA. The current person dominating the buy box is a FBM seller, right? There's no check mark here under the FBA slot. So I would keep this FBM, try to push it through multiple marketplaces. And at the current time right now, Amazon's domination of the buy box has decreased, but overall within the past year, they have dominated about 85% of the time. All right, I hope I'm giving good information here. Give me a thumbs up. Please like if you guys think this is great information. So one more, just to kind of like really get a good handle of this, right? So here's another item, right? So we're looking at this one here. We can see that Amazon's been on the this listing for the past 3 months, right? Looking at the time frame down here. And if we include to a whole year, Amazon has been on the listing. Also based on the pink line, we could see the buy box has been active and available on this listing for the past year. So the buy box statistic data should be pretty much accurate, right? Let's re-highlight Amazon. So going down back to data, Right now we have, let's go to 30 days. Within the past 30 days, what is Amazon's domination of this buy box? 53% of the time Amazon has won the buy box. And then, right, so this is not bad. 53%, I'm okay with that, especially looking at the other sellers. They're pretty much spread, you know, fairly, somewhat fairly, right? You know, 17, 15, right, amongst these other sellers, right? So going down to 90 days, the past 3 months, right, Amazon's domination is still around 50%. 80 days, which is the past 6 months, Amazon is, you know, still around 60-50%, right? And you can see the spread amongst the other sellers is pretty much even. It's not one person strongly dominating over the other, so it's pretty good rotation going on here amongst the buy box. And if we go even further, okay, so pretty much for the past year, Amazon's dominated this buy box 60% of the time, leaving the rest of the 40% of the time throughout the year, other sellers have been rotating through the buy box. This right here is great. You know, this is a great example of, yes, you can go ahead and list this as a FBA seller. I mean, not FB, as you could come on here as a third-party seller and list and still have potential to win the buy box over Amazon, because we have stats here showing and indicating that, look, even though Amazon is on here, we have other sellers, you know, still winning and being able to compete with Amazon on this buy box, right? So it's a good possibility that you can come here as a third-party seller, list your product here, and still make a sell, even though Amazon is on there, right? So yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I mean, that's how you pretty much could tell, right? It's not really difficult. You just have to understand what you're looking at and compare the time frames. Like, you know, have to see, you know, over the past X amount of time, what is your chances of winning the buy box, right? So as you could see in the last example, past 30 days, you had a higher chance of winning the buy box versus the past year. So that higher chance of winning the buy box now could still have a chance of decreasing if Amazon's dominance goes back up, on probably if they drop their price or whatever they decide to do, they could regain. So you have to be able to analyze this data and figure out what kind of strategy you want to use, so you don't get stuck with the inventory if you're going to try to jump on the listing that has Amazon, right? One more thing I'm gonna add here, like if you want to simplify it too, especially if you're doing RA, looking at the Seller Amp app, if you use Seller Amp, please don't go back. Yeah, Seller Amp also has, you know, its own data right here replicating the buy box analysis, right? So if you come here, buy box on the Seller Amp tool, once you open it, you can see here, if you scroll down, buy box analysis, you can see same data here that's taking place. Let me see if I could pull up the buy box statistics here. So you could see, you could pretty much compare. Put that away. All right. Okay, so you could pretty much compare. So past 90 days, was Amazon's dominance on the buy box? This is literally pulling it from Keepa, right? This tool is pulling it from Keepa itself. 79%, if you highlight it, 79% past 90 days Amazon's dominated. 180, if we go to 180, 180 days past 6 months, you can see Amazon's dominance has been 88%, just like you see here, and it'll split the rest amongst the other sellers. The past year, you will see same thing here. If we do, well, I guess a lifetime, it doesn't have the option for 365 here, but I'm pretty sure if it did, you would see the same thing, 90%. And if we go down to 30 days, you can see that Amazon has had like almost complete control, right? So yeah, I mean, either or works. The thing is, Seller Amp is on your phone too. So if you go out in the store and you're sourcing, you could get this data just by looking through Seller Amp. But if you're on the desktop, you can use Seller Amp if it's easier for you to look at the pie chart, or if you like, you know, Keepa, you like, you know, it's already on the page. You could just click on the buy box statistics from from the tab, go to data, buy box statistics, choose the date range, and it'll give you what the information is you're looking for. So yeah, I think the video is long enough. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. If you did find it helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope you guys the best in your sourcing journey, trying to find profitable products. But yeah, hopefully this was a a good little tip since I'll be away for so long at times. But yeah, until next time guys, be easy, be breezy, until next time guys, be easy, be breezy, and peace out.